Welcome to all you gamers and perfume lovers out there who might become the other one as well. This is Gaming Sense, you can call me Alex, and in this video the emptiness will haunt you because this is Last of Us and almost everything in this game is gonna try to kill you. When I learned this morning that I will have a short day at work, I thought, well, I get shit done in this house, plenty of shit done in this house, and still be finished to catch some daylight to film this video. Well, let's be real, that's not daylight. And although I did get a ton of stuff done, I didn't get the stuff done that I wanted to, because when I came home, I found my nanolief panel lying on the floor and it doesn't belong there. Well, either way, let's talk about The Last of Us. The first part of The Last of Us already had a remaster on the PS4, I think that was the remaster, and got another remake on the PS5. I think that was the remake. The second game, The Last of Us Part 2, was released on the PS4 in the very late times and got a remaster on the PS5. Yes, it's exactly the way that I told you. Either way, the scenario in this game is that there is a shroom infection that is bloodborne, as far as I know. And this shroom, that's called the cordyceps, comes into the human body and feeds off the brain and takes control of the human that's infected. And it's an epidemic that's spreading quite rapidly, and The Last of Us are more or less the people that survived and still try to survive, and you're one of them. Both games also have a TV series. I've seen the first one, I haven't seen the second one. Sorry. And in the first game you try to rescue Ellie, while in the second game you try to rescue yourself as Ellie. And I have some recommendations about what scents to wear for these two games.
Ellie, wie weit bist du?
Ich mach so schnell wie ich kann.
Bereit, Ellie.
And the first of them is Cuir Mythique by Korloff. And Cuir Mythique is with pine, juniper, mandarin orange, iris, ginger, galbanum, leather, smoky notes and ink. And it's a very dirty, smoky leather scent. It's a little artificial on the leather side from my perspective, yet It fits into the scenarios of left buildings, kind of lost places, and the urge to find fuel for the few cars or other vehicles that are still intact. You even find yourself on motorways with plenty of cars just standing around. Yeah, that's Cuir Mythique by Korloff. First recommendation for this game. My second recommendation is a Filippo Sorcinelli scent. This is Pioggia Moderata, so moderate rain. And this one is with earthy notes, woods, myrtle, iris, marine notes, thyme, bergamot, jasmine, labdanum, musk, nutmeg, sandalwood, clove, patchouli and tonka bean. And I chose this one because it's like the moldy cellar or moldy cavern or wet cavern. So it's like when you have this feeling of, I shouldn't be here. It gets a little tension into this game, and I really like this scent. You will see this definitely sometimes more often in my recommendation videos because I have some ideas. It has another bottle by now, so if you try to find these clouds, I'm sorry, you most probably won't find them anymore. I have a Zoologist scent for you. This is Musk Deer, and as you can see, I have it in a limited edition. It flew right in from Canada back then. Little did I know that I can get these limited editions outside of Canada. Too bad. So this one is with cardamom, calamus oil, rose, sambac jasmine absolute, patchouli, cedarwood atlas, labdanum absolute, amberette absolute, orris absolute, Laos oud, and Australian sandalwood. And the sad thing about this perfume first, it's more silent than it should be. The good thing about it, it's more silent than it should be. It really fits into these stealthy, tense parts of the game, especially in the winter scenery of these games, where you find unexpected visitors in your way.
Noch einer. Mist.
Sie hat's wohl beim Warten auf Verstärkung erwischt. Verdammt, Klicker.
And now it gets interesting because I have 4 Pineward scents here. And I chose these 4 because, well, you have this natural sceneries, these nature takes back civilization sceneries, buildings that almost fall apart or are just held by a little piece of metal that's holding them upright. So these are 4 hard to get perfumes when you're outside the US. When you're in the US, it's easy because you can just order them from the Pineward store. Yeah, so outside of the US, these are hard to get. I start with Eldritch. It's, as I think, the darkest of the 4 I chose for this game. This one is with smoke, myrrh, oak moss, opoponax, fir, leather, oolong tea, pine needle, and patchouli. And it's a very dark, as mentioned, wood scent, so forest scent, not wood scent. And you get the idea of moss, of night, of dark trees, of silence, of, well, unexpected happenings. And that's why this fits really nicely into The Last of Us. let's come to Oxylus. This is the second darkest I have here. This one is with pine needle, soil, vetiver, juniper, myrtle and aquatic notes. It's dark green, so the sun hasn't really left us yet and we can still see the silhouettes of our opponents. Fits really nicely into The Last of Us. The next one is Gristmill, and this one has the idea of a left cabin of woodworkers. And they even left their machines there. So very fitting to The Last of Us. This one is with sawdust, mahogany, firewood, labdanum, walnut, amber and cedar wood, and it's a very dirty wood scent. So this time it's a wood scent. Since it has this dirtiness, it fits really nicely into The Last of Us. The next and the last Pineward scent I have for you is Icefall, and well, it's not only blue, but it fits perfectly into the winter scenery of these games, and it has a cold breeze. It has it's almost a brain freeze when you smell this perfume, and Icefall is with grapefruit, juniper berry, Nootka cypress, blue cypress, cedar, kelp, maritime pine and sandalwood. And since the winter in The Last of Us really is harsh, really is empty, really is wild because you're I don't know where, and nobody knows where you are more or less because you're all alone in this wide world, filled with wild creatures, hunters that want to kill you, and yeah, those nice infected people. The next one I have for you might be a hard to get one because it's a discontinued one, and as you might see, the print on the bottle even left this bottle a little. This one is Carboneum by Æther, and they rearranged their whole collection. This still is one of the old bottles and the old collection. The interesting thing about this perfume brand is they use synthetic materials only. So although you might think, well, synthetics are bad, well, they have one good thing about them, and that's their longevity. They might, most possibly, never go bad. So either way, Carboneum, and I chose it because it has this emptiness of concrete buildings, building materials, empty streets. That's what I have in mind when I have Carboneum. And I also recommended it for Cyberpunk 2020, 2077. Cyberpunk 2077. Either way, now what's in Carboneum is Timberole, Coumarine, Avernil, Suderal, Dodecanal, Globanone, Iso-E Super, and Methyl Benzoate. Yes, I also have no idea what these single notes smell like. And before I get hungry, I show you my favorite No, not my favorite for this game, but my favorite Beaufort perfume by now, and the initial one that I chose for The Last of Us, back when I played the first remaster, I think. I have no idea. This one is Terra and Magnificence, and it's the one that I have a tattoo of. This one is with birch tar, black pepper, saffron, kufi, papyrus, frankincense, tobacco absolute, vetiver, myrrh, stone, benzoin, and leptano absolute. And again, as with Carboneum, this has this emptiness, this unforgiving nature, this unforgiving scenery in general, with tension, with loneliness, with all the feelings that might be considered bad, but yet fit very nicely into this game. And that said, let's come to the end of this video. Please let me know in the comments what you think about the recommendations, considering these perfumes for this game, or just this game in general, or these perfumes in general. Leave a like if you liked it. Please don't forget to subscribe and come back later for more of my latest and greatest ideas, reviews, recommendations, unboxings. I have an idea about some facts about perfume and gaming and using perfume, and some fun facts about gaming for the future, so please come back, visit me on Instagram, and since this is the last video in 2025, have a nice time and see you again next year. Until then, game sent fully.